Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Swain, and we'll be facing off against the Baron Adventure from the Teamfight Adventures campaign. I was thinking for a while, and then I came to the conclusion that Swain will probably not be as great against Baron Nashor as he is against other encounters. The simple matter of fact is, while Swain's power does deal a bunch of damage to the opponent's board, and he is quite adept at dealing damage to the opponent's nexus, the main takeaway is that Swain will always end up dealing more damage to the opponent's nexus than he does to singular units on the board. And with that thought process going, the conclusion you come to is that Swain probably doesn't deal well with a single 200 health unit. So that's what I'll be checking out for myself today. Obviously, I'm still running in the same Swain setup. I thought for a while about some setups with regeneration and maybe ways to grow Swain's health so that he would be able to keep up with the growth on the attack value on the Baron Nashor, but at the end of it, this is probably for the best. The Swain's Raven army deals 5 from the opponent's nexus, drains 5 from the opponent's nexus at the start of the game, which increases our spells damage and also gives me full spell mana once I play Swain. Packed Powder allows me to play Swain on the first turn, and Grand General's counterplan allows me to just get multiple Swains going. So yeah, let's get to it. Pandora's board, Cluttered Mind, Preparation. None of these are relevant. At least I don't think none of these are relevant enough. Let's go for a reroll, I guess. Clear Mind, Pilfer, Mutant. I'll pick up the Mutant, just because I don't think any of the other choices are all that great. We care about spells and dealing damage with spells, we don't really care about our units. And the rump is completely irrelevant. So I guess maybe getting a keyword that's decent on Swain might be the best thing we can get out of all of those augments. We definitely need to find a way to preserve Swain against the opponent damage. Mainly the Barons. Unfortunately, we didn't level up Swain the first turn. I'm just going to do this so we have a leveled up Swain going into the next turn. That way we can go for a Ravenous Flock on that unit, maybe kill something alongside it. Or maybe not. He's just stunning the Swain instead. Well, I'll stun him back, just to protect the Swain in case he wants to pull it with the Solaris Shield Bearer.
We have gone long without justice, but keep hope alive.
Okay. I think that's fine, honestly. Let's do this. We deal damage to the opponent's units, kill one of them at least. We deny the healing off of the lifesteal as well. That's the most important part. Let's just give priority back to the opponent, let him spend all of his resources, and hopefully we can kill whatever he plays here with the Enraged Fire Spitter and go on from there. Maybe not. There we go. Now that he's out of mana, we can do this. We're obviously not going to be able to kill him this turn, but we'll get very close to it. That's fine. Honestly, this just sets up so that next turn he dies right. We can Ravenous Flock his entire board down. We just... Or I can Iron Legionnaire him down. That works too. That there. Kills one of his units, softens up the rest. We stun two of them in fact, so we don't even have to worry about a retaliatory attack from the opponent. Okay, that's nice. That's two of the opponent's units gone. Three actually. Ooh, and I can even do this and kill the last one. Perfect. That wasn't so bad. But it's not as lethal as I would like. I need something with more lethality. And I definitely need ways to generate more value. I'll pick up the Sigil of Malice. It will be decent in the long run. Because once Swain is gone, we won't be able to have access to as much value as we have while he is on board. Unfortunately, action is not that great. Nautilus is not great either. And Zed is just not synergistic at all. In fact, none of these are synergistic. Let's reroll. Udyr, Renekton, Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa is interesting, but I don't think it's good enough. Udyr, I can use the Ram stance to just obliterate everything on the board. While fun, it's not really useful. Udyr can capture the Baron. Screw it. We found our game plan. We'll just capture Baron Nashor and we won't have to deal with him. Instead, we'll have to deal with a 900 health Nexus, which somehow sounds less daunting than just dealing 300 damage. Yeah, we don't need any of these. Freljord has a decent amount of spells that deal damage. The unfortunate part is set spells are symmetric. Wait a minute. Udyr was supposed to have 2 Iceborne Gauntlets. Why does he only have 1? I feel robbed. We'll do to there, stun there. Weapons of the Lost, yep. That's something that deals damage. Fortunately, we can't really get rid of the opponent's board. We'll have to wait for the next turn to use the Ravenous Flock. No, not even the Ravenous Flock is enough. I'll do this first, then I'll go for the Ravenous Flock. Really? He could have easily killed my Swain by doing that, targeting the Swain. I don't know why he didn't. Well, it's the opponent's decision to lose this game. And I'm not going to stop him. I suppose the Shaman Skull gives Swain regeneration, which is a way to sort of work around the fact that we don't really have a way to protect Swain against the Baron Nashor, but it's only regeneration, so it's not some sort of permanent thing.
I will break them.
I was considering going for the Ram stance to deal 5 to everything. I'll do it for fun. Let's deal 5 to everything, including myself.
Such little lives.
Then I deal 10 to the opponent's Nexus.
I will break them.
I could clear his units, but I'm going to leave them on the board, just so I have a viable target for the Ravenous Flock, in case I need to quickly remove something important. Those seem mighty important.
They should thank me for
While I won't remove them, I'll definitely stun them and prevent them from dealing damage to me.
them. Bleed for Noxus.
And then next turn, I'll just attack with everything. Swain's Ravenous Flock. And the opponent loses, because Swain has Overwhelm by default.
Such little lives.
Exact lethal.
My confidence, and only one way.
I am going to try and refrain from playing Udyr against the Baron Nashor. But if I feel desperate enough, I might just pull the trigger. Death Lotus? Yeah, let's pick up the Death Lotus. It's basically a one-sided board clear. Duplicate. Well, that's a game-winning power in and of itself. Let's pick up the Rumage as well, because it's a very good source of card draw. And now, if we somehow lose against the Baron Nashor, I'll be very disappointed in myself. Keep the spells, toss the units. We get the Swain, perfect. We'll get 2 Swains a turn. Or actually, we'll get 2 Swains at the start of the game, and then we'll get 2 Ravenous Flocks a turn. Let's do 2 here, we'll stun there. Vision Saboteur, I suppose. Can go for a level up here.
After the battle, the ravens feast. Victory awaits.
And then we can attack with both Swains. Like so. Preserve the health on this Swain, while at the same time clearing most of the opponent's board. And now we're fine. If the opponent attacks with a large board next turn, I'll just Death Lotus. If he doesn't attack with a large board, I can Ravenous Flock it down. That would be a problem. Fortunately, I can just do this. And you lose your board. Nice. It would be nice to get an item for the Ravenous Flock, so we would get more value out of it. But I can't ask for everything. We already have a very nice setup. Now that I'm thinking about it, if I can take regeneration plus Berserker's Buckle, I think that's the name of the card, Berserker's Buckle. You can basically just infinitely tank the Baron Nashor with 1 unit, Granted that said unit doesn't take damage from any other source. Wounded Prey, Repassance. Wounded... We don't have money. No, I just realized. Wounded Prey will probably fare decent enough though, compared to the Essence. Let's also cut the Iron Legionnaire. I don't think he is necessary. I might cut the Siphoning Strike from the deck. I only picked it up because I have a fun spot for it, even though it's probably one of the worst spells in the game. Let's toss all of these. I'll keep the Rummage. It will allow me to draw, just in case. Hopefully we get a Swain here at the start. No, we get Udyr instead. That's not good. I want to discard the Shaman Skull. Yep, yes I do. I'll pick up the Vulpine Wanderer. And a Death Lotus. Oh, we actually draw 4. That's very important.
No one's the wiser. Her power is unimaginable even now.
Let's attack like so. Try to set up some kills with the Death Lotus. Building 4 to everything.
The end of this world draws near.
4 to anything. Well, this clears the Heralds of Dragons. Right, the double effect. I should have targeted one of the other units. Still fine though. I can stun there, deal 6 there. Let's pick up the Arachnid Sentry. Actually, I changed up the order, my bad. We're still fine though. Siphoning Strike, I don't want to Siphoning Strike. What do I want to do here? I can go for Udyr, get double Udyr going. Or I can drop down to Massive House Spiders. That seems better. That's going to be hard to deal with. I can Siphoning Strike. Let's Siphoning Strike this guy down. Just deal 10 to the opponent. Buff up the Udyr. We'll soften up the opponent's board. Our Death Lotus is dealing 9.
I have pledged my life to dragons.
So I can stand here, draw 2. I could have double Death Lotus just to clear the opponent's board, but there was no guarantee that he was going to attack with everything. If I did this, this at the very least means I can certainly kill these two. Wait, really? Is that how Death Lotus works? Deal 12 to all battling allies, but somehow the Horned Swarm Caller that was in the bench also took damage because it technically counts as being targeted? The Death Lotus, I mean. I'm not going to question the logic of that, because nowhere in this card does it say that Death Lotus targets to deal damage. It should just apply the damage to all the units at the same time. Not unlike something to like the Ram stance. Whatever. Ninja Tabi Swain, Flame Wreath Soul Swain. I'll pick up the Ninja Tabi for the Swain. It will make it so we can attack into the opponent's nexus for free. Let's also pick up Cybernetic Implants. Gives our Swain some extra stats. And what do I want here? I suppose the item chest that's rare is better. So let's go for the Cloud Drake encounter. This might be challenging, depending on the hand the opponent gets. Definitely tossing all of these back. I want Swain in my opening hand. Even though we fared decently when we didn't have Swain in our opening hand. There he is, there's our man. We'll pass priority back to the opponent. Hopefully he spends all of his mana on just garbage so I can go for Swain for basically free. Normally that would be scary. Fortunately our Swain is large enough to the point where it doesn't matter that he's taking 10 here. And the Tough is nice as well. Nice bit of protection. 27 damage, just like that. Yeah, that's good. No way we don't have enough damage on the Ravenous Flux now to just deal with the opponent's stuff. Well, at the very least he managed to deal with the double Swain on the board. 9 cards in hand. Let's pass. We'll use a double Death Lotus to kill the opponent's board while also dealing a bunch of damage to the opponent's nexus. Oh, really? That's interesting. Good to know. The Death Lotus does nothing if there are no battling units. It just fizzles. Well, we have little this turn. You could have removed the Swain, you know. It would have actually saved you. Now I can just enrage Fire Spitter and you die. Maybe Swain will actually be good against Baron Nashor. Maybe I'm underestimating the amount of single target damage the Swain can dish out. It's just that Swain is mostly a bunch of small AoE damage to the board. Small, quote unquote. Enough to clear the entire board, and then a bunch of damage to the opponent's nexus. Ooh, lethality definitely helps with our lethality. Now we're already at the end, we don't need more rerolls. Let's go for the Draklord Inquisitor encounter. We'll get some more items on Swain. Also, I picked up the discount on the Shaman Skull, so hopefully I'm not so incentivized to just discard it whenever possible. Obviously we're passing priority back to the opponent. I want him to play stuff so I can just drop down the Swain on a mostly empty board. Our keyword this game, I haven't really been paying attention to the keywords we're getting, but our keyword this game is Fated, which definitely doesn't help at all. That's why I noticed it. Let's siphoning strike there, while at the same time, no, actually, Ravenous Flock is more than enough to clear the board. What am I thinking? I keep forgetting about the duplicate. You can just do this, and the opponent ceases to have a board. And I suppose I'll drop down the House Spider, just to make use of our mana. Does the opponent die here? Unless he has Frostbite, he dies. Exact lethal. Surprising. Normally, we end up overkilling the opponent by a bunch. Well, the easy part's over. Now time for an actual challenge. Won't even be able to keep Swain on board for long. Cycling. That card cycling is very good. Dragon Tooth. Flame Wreath Soul. Let's go Flame Wreath Soul. Maybe we can get some interesting keywords on Swain. And for the card cut, I'm cutting Siphoning Strike. Unfortunately, it's just way too slow. Time for the moment of truth. Let's toss all of these back. I'll keep the Sigil of Malice just in case. I don't draw anything to play alongside the Swain. Which I might not. I didn't. Well, let's play Swain. Deathless gives us a little bit of extra time to deal with the or one extra turn of Swain on the board, at least. Well, we dealt a bunch of damage to the opponent's Nexus. Sigil of Malice is almost at a discount, but I think it will be better to use it to just clear everything here, while at the same time dealing a bunch of damage to the opponent's Nexus in the process. The more damage the opponent takes, the more damage my spells will deal. Death Send's already dealing 12 of them. Let's play a Spell Slinger because it draws us 2. That's important. We can go double Ravenous Flock here anyway to prevent that attack. So we're fine on that front. Baron is taking way more damage than I anticipated. Well, he's going to kill the Swains next turn. The following turn I can go Shaman Skull to give the Swains regeneration. That's not good enough. But I might just be able to kill him this turn. The Ravenous Flocks are dealing 22 damage. Death Send's dealing 20 plus 19, that might be better. That helps protect the Swain too. And then I can go 31 damage from the Ravenous Flock. And my spells are back to default values. We've played too many spells. Fine. Our Swains are dying here, but we have a backup Swain in hand. Oh, and we also have this Swain on the board. This is going way too fast. If I wanted to, I could drop down the wood here, and that would just be enough to stall out the game. But I don't need to, I can just do this till the 32 the Baron Nashor twice. He probably, yeah, he attacks with Baron Nashor. I was about to say probably attacks with Baron Nashor. But it's fine, I dropped down Swain here. My Swain is significantly larger now because of all the items I got on him. And now I just give Swain regeneration. And he's protected. Let's buff him up as well. Unfortunately our spells no longer deal extra damage, so there's no point in going for the Ram stance. Let's see, I can deal 41 to the Baron Nashor. Or I can just rummage, see if I can find something funnier to do. Let's attack. Let's see what the opponent lets me do. Okay, he's killing Swain. Let's not let him do that then. Goodbye, opponent. Yeah, I suppose I underestimated the amount of damage I would get on my spells just dealing damage to the opponent's Nexus, because the opponent starts with 999 health and we got him down to like 800, so that's 1 extra damage for every 5 health lost. It's almost an extra 20 damage on every spell, if my quick math is correct. I should have figured there was no way an adventure would be hard for Swain. So yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.